Try and love me like you never felt. I need you alone. Heart was breaking, a love I was taking. I wanted to know. Got the feeling that love was on the outside. You want me to find. Got me thinking love isn't the answer. Well, no time. I think about the love we left. I think about the love we had. You and me both. You wanna touch me. You want the real thing. Gave you what you wanted. Elevator comes down sometimes. My mind is on fire and I don't think it's coming down. So tell me now, so tell me now. When you find someone, tell them how you feel. 'Cause tomorrow isn't promised. Love is always honest. If you wanna find the real deal, relax your mind. Just take it slow. No need to rush. Just feel the flow. I want you now. No need to wait. Tell me, are you ready?
I'm not ready. But I'll pause that and I'll flip over to full screen. And I will say hello to the nobody that is in my chat right now because it's the first time I've streamed in like a week and a half. And that's on me. And I apologize and I hope that friends show up later. But for now, I'm just going to get started on the game because I'm not going to talk about my life if there ain't nobody here to hear it. So whatever. Let's go. Corner mode. Oh, it's updating. Ah, hey, Lisette! My game is ready to launch in approximately 14 seconds. Because, of course it is. Or something. How are you doing this evening? Are you still at work or are you home? Play game, play game, play game. No, don't freeze on me. Okay. Oh, that's loud. I'm gonna have to turn that sound down. That's like screaming loud on my end. High-lying Kesh. In all heaven and earth, you are the form-shaping place, spreading fear like a great poisonous snake. Hymn 7, the Kesh Temple of Ninhursag, Edwana, approximately 2300 BCE. Alright, so I gotta move this over to the side so I can actually see like alerts and stuff go up. Okay, settings. Let's turn this music volume down. Let's turn that sound effect volume down too. Music volume can go up a little bit. Still we're for another hour 15. Oof. Okay, so Heaven's Vault is a game that a friend of mine like basically retweeted the promo for, and it looked really, really interesting. So from what I can tell, it's basically like an encryption sort of game, but there's a lot more to it than that I don't really know. And it also just came out. So I just kind of want to jump right in. So let's get started. It's really pretty so far. So far being the approximately 2 minutes I have had it open.
Stories don't have tidy beginnings.
Oh, I wonder if there's
Past is
subtitles.
always present.
That looks like a robot? With a person?
But there has to be a spark. Something that brings the past to light.
Please, climb carefully. It's not much further. Okay, so it looks like I get to make choices, too. One last corner. We're almost... Whoa. What is this place? At the top. Take a moment to rest before you walk, mistress, please. Okay, so mouse basically controls the look around. And so does arrows. Interesting. So I can't move now. Oh, okay. I guess I could. I just had to use WASD. A bricked up opening. A bricked up opening. There is something here. To keep people out, do you think? Or to keep something in? There's something written here. Ancient script. This must have been cut in when the mortar was still wet, but I think I can read it. Oh. This is really cool so far. I mean, like, you know. I'm intrigued. The University of Iox, some weeks earlier.
My story begins on Iox. That was where I met the robot.
The robot? That must have been who was following me. Mistress Alia? Or Alia? Mistress Alia Elasra. I have been waiting for you. I have been asked to escort you to Professor Miari. She is very anxious for your arrival. Oh, okay. So there's like a timeline. Professor Miari wants me back on Iox. Hopefully I'm not getting thrown out of the university. Whatever Professor Miari wants to tell me is so urgent she sent me a robot to stop me getting lost. The Holy Empire? The Holy Ioxian Empire, based out of the Imperial Palace and ruled by a deified emperor. Oh, okay. Oh, what? Okay, so we know... Someone came in, but I'm back now. Okay, so basically what we've gotten so far is that there is a living timeline that we need to complete. Finding the Nightingale? I get my third robot, but there are definitely progress with this one. Oh, whoa. Okay, so I can zoom in and out. And, okay, weird. Okay. Okay. Cool. So the more we learn, the more it gets placed. Hang on, I want to see settings. If I can turn on... show subtitles. There we go. That's what I want. So right now we are at the University of Iox, and Professor Miari wants to see us. She's very anxious for your arrival. The professor did not account for her actions, but I imagine she is simply being welcoming. Do you have a name, robot? Is that intended to be a joke, mistress? No. Robots do not have names. We are, as I understand it, interchangeable. I've known a few robots. They're all a little different. How kind of you to say so, mistress. Did she say what she wanted? Yes. She said she wanted you. This way. You should know that the professor's urgency was remarkable. Maybe we should keep her waiting. Don't want her making a habit of impatience. I cannot recommend that course, mistress. Have I got a promotion? With respect, mistress, I think that is most unlikely. Look at her. She looks like a tiger in a cage. A most curious analogy, mistress. You understand, I will be required to report it. required to? Of course. Professor Mayari is my primary user, mistress. Nevertheless, I will try to sugarcoat your opinion. Great. Good to know you've got my back. Shall we proceed? Why is Mayari's room so far from everything? I imagine she enjoys her view of the tree, mistress. I'm sure it is most pleasing to her. What do you think of the sculpture? It has a pleasing balance to it. Worth the time it took to make? Do you think? When there are people on Elbereth who don't eat, are your own exploits worth the time they take, mistress? Should we not be making history rather than reviewing it? If you don't know history, you can't understand people. You can starve them or oppress them, but you won't understand them. The tree of knowledge, or so they call it, each branch grows more branches. Except for the ones that die, fall off, and are forgotten. Which is where we come in, I suppose. I went outside the university grounds once, exploring. This is a very beautiful moon. You can tell it was once lush, fertile. There must have been huge forests, lakes, rivers. They're all but dry now. You've not been outside? No.
I was 15 when Mayari rescued me from the slums of Elbereth and brought me here. I'd never seen such luxury or such kindness. I still don't know why she did it.
Professor Mayari? Alia, there you are. Come in. I came as soon as I got your message. Or do you want this robot to wait outside? And why would I want that? Thank you, Professor. It's good to see you again. I came as soon as I got your message. You don't need to flatter me, Alia. Nonetheless, I'm glad you came. I know your work is important to you. My work is important to everyone, Professor. Well, today it's important to me. You're our expert on history. Tell me what you make of this. It's a brooch. Yes, Alia. But I didn't summon you halfway across the nebula to tell me that. It's certainly old. Empire period. The device is the eagle and sun. One of the scholars sent this brooch to me. Janki Renba, do you know him? Maybe, I'm not sure. Look at the detail. I see them, ancient markings. I know they're a hobby of yours, Alia, but can you read them? Eagle wing brooch. I've never seen either of these groupings before, but two of the words have some common elements, so they must have related meanings. Well, Holy Emperor. But I'm only guessing. I don't know if that helps at all. Renba wasn't the kind to send me trinkets. There's some significance to this brooch, but I don't know what. Jonky told me he'd found something. That was more than a month ago. Jonky isn't like you. He's an Ioxian through and through. You're worried about him. He's important to me. And I don't know what he was doing out there. He told me he was going to a moon called Mercy. I can't go hunting the nebula for missing people, Alia. But you can. That's what you do, isn't it? Find things? I'll see what I can dig up. A cruel choice of words, Alia. Come back when you found him, Alia. And Alia, you're taking that robot with you. Thank you, Professor. I long to see the nebula. Oh, and before you go, you should look in on Huang. He was eager to see you. Eager why? Alia, really? I couldn't possibly imagine. I know he's rather beneath you, but you could at least say good faith to him, for the benefit of our little community. I'll bear that in mind. You're as cold as the rivers themselves, well suited to the stars. He's down there by the tree. You must have walked straight past him on your way in. Good hunting, my dear. Who is texting me? Michael, is that you? You're at work. Okay. Question. Would you recognize Renba if we saw him? Did you meet him? I believe he activated me, mistress, after I was uncovered. I suspect that is why Professor Miari assigned me to you. Okay, yeah, I think Holy Emperor is the right choice for this one. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, can't go there. Should we go down, mistress? I guess so. Go downstairs. Can I just say, Mistress Alia, it is wonderful to be accompanying you. Oh, yes? And why is that? I find humans fascinating. And you are very different to most here. I have recently been activated. I'm calling you Six. Six, mistress? I shall remember that. I wonder if I got Miari's translation correct. I think I did. The shape shows this is an empire piece. Emperor. Check. Continue. And the emperors believe themselves to be gods, so it makes sense that the words would be almost the same. Yes! I got it right! But it still doesn't tell me, where did this thing come from? So you were really dug out of a wall on Iox? I was removed from a wall. Such events are hazy. There's Huang. Let's go talk to him. Maybe he knows something about Renba. I don't know where my legs are, but I kind of like this. This is a very interesting sort of game. Alia! I didn't know you were back on Iox. Professor Miari wanted to see me. Nothing bad? Perhaps. I'm not sure. She wanted me to find someone. Anyone I know? Junkie Renba. But I know Renba, of course. Well, a little. What sort of a man is he? You never met him, I suppose? He's fairly quiet, keeps himself to himself, likes his robots. But why did she send you to find him? I thought you dug things up. By the waters, Alia, what's happened to Junkie? I'll let you know. By the waters. Before you go, it hardly seems important now, but I found a line of ancient in the Annals of Mazwai I thought you might like, if you have time, that is. Show me, and I'll let you know if I have time. Here, see what you think. Empress. Passage from the Annals. I know one of these words. I'll have to guess the other two. Banished? Empress banished rebels. That makes sense. Empress banished rebels? I think that's correct. It's quite a monster, isn't it? A story from the founding of the Empire itself. I'd best not keep you. I hope you find him. Shall we proceed to your ship now? Have you sailed before, Six? I have no idea, mistress. But I'm keen to find out. And so we left the hollowed walls of the university. Aboard the Nightingale. My ship is my refuge. It's the only place that's truly mine. The journey to Mercy should be quick, mistress. You think Miari's friend is in trouble? As I say, mistress, we should know shortly if we depart. What do you know about Mercy? Nothing. It is a moon of pigs and rice, mistress. Part of the Iox Protectorate, of course. Maybe Mercy will have a few ruins of his own. That seems unlikely, but it is not wealthy. Nonetheless, I will prepare the ropes. Interesting. Where next? Plot a location. Choose a location and plot a course. Mercy has a tiny rural moon. It's where Junkie told Professor Miari he'd be going, but why would he be visiting a rice farm? I could go there next. Well, yeah, it makes sense. At least to me, it makes sense to go there. Ioxian space, sailing to Mercy in the Verdant Pass. I find that these subtitles go very quickly. Almost too quickly. Oh, God! I didn't know I needed to be, like, navigating and shit. This is different.
us to sail to Mayersey. It was a short sail through fast waters.
Our route goes left momentarily, mistress. Oops, maybe I could not, like, hit that? I see the force of the river is fastest in the middle, mistress. On the surface it appears the same, but there are deeper currents below. The Verdant Pass. This is gorgeous. But I feel like I'm on like Rainbow Road or something. And I'm gonna like crash into shit. That's Mayersey. You can see the greenery from here. Bring us into land, Six. Mayersey, a farming moon. If Remba's here, I need to find him. And if he's not, I need to work out where he went.
We stepped off the ship and into the mud. Mud covered the ground and rock. And everywhere I looked, things were growing from the mud. And some of those things had legs.
Well, I mean, that's a pig. Pigs don't grow from mud. Look at this place. Breathe the air. I cannot breathe, mistress. As you are no doubt aware. Well then, let's see where Renba's got to. If we're really lucky, he'll have found an old pot. So where do we start? There is a series of rice terraces. If we climb up away from the water, that should take us to the village. Okay. Can you do a scan for junkie or something? Mistress has mistaken me for a dog. Perhaps if you believe I had a scrap of clothing, then I could trace his scent. You're not much use, then. I have visual scanners of exceptional acuity, mistress. If I see him, I will let you know. I can't think why they keep giving me robots. Every time I break or lose one, they give me another. They must take my safety very seriously. The university cares for your well-being, mistress. This way, then.
The air smelled earthy and sweet.
I've never understood Professor Miari. You know she brought me to Iox from an orphanage on Elbereth. Now she keeps giving me robots when I keep losing them. I really don't know what she gets out of it. Perhaps she likes to be kind, mistress. Miari? Kind? Have you met her? She's strong. She's principled. She's organized. She's fair. And she's as kind as a thunderstorm. A warehouse. I thought I saw a face at the window. A woman. She ducked out of sight. Rice. Do they grow anything else here? It would not appear so. Oh, I gotta get up that... This planet seems most poor to me. Good faith, master. My apologies, Ioxian. My pigs need me. Please, if you could just... The locals don't seem surprised to see me. Or to see you. I imagine robots collect supplies from here routinely. The locals, I note, also do not seem pleased to see you. Did I do something wrong? You came here. Perhaps that is it all. That is it all. Well, here's another pathway we can go up. I suppose there's nothing old here? No ruins, no ancient kings, no crumbled towers? Of course not, mistress. This is a farmyard. This is a waste of my time, that's what it is. Remba's probably back on Iox again right now. Professor Miari would have contacted me if that was the case, mistress. He is out here, somewhere, waiting. I can go up here further. The controls on this are a little strange. A warehouse. Sob. So why can I hear crying? I will wait out here, mistress. You! Do I know you? You are from Iox, aren't you? I was born on Elbereth. But you are from Iox. My name is Alia. Then you are not her. Not Miari. That's who you're waiting for? I heard your voice. You're Ioxian. But you said Alia. I'm not Miari. I'm sorry. I should have said nothing. Damn. Okay, that was less than helpful. Jonky, where are you? Buried in the mud somewhere? Most curious, mistress. Is a woman like that why Renba came here? She's hardly Miari. Humans are most curious, mistress, but it would seem someone from Iox has visited here recently. It appears Renba was never here, mistress. Perhaps we should return to the ship. Let's try the village first. We need to talk to some more people. The village center will be at the highest point, mistress, to guard against flooding. Really? I can't get... What did you make of Renba's brooch, Six? The one he sent to Miari? I was struck by the craftsmanship. It seemed very fine to me. It is an artisanal product, high status. How high status? Hard to say. Possibly very high. How do I get to the freaking... I guess I can go this way. Nope, can't go up. Oh, that I could do. I guess I can go across this and then down. And I can go up here. So the brooch is valuable? Most likely. Mistress Surly does not intend to sell it? No, the question is... where did Renba get it? Climb higher. How much higher? One more level, mistress. This is strange. Do you know what Renba taught? Did you ever talk to him? He interviewed me shortly after my activation. What's he like, Renba? I could not judge him, mistress. The interview was largely technical. He was mostly concerned with ensuring my vision was in line with his expectations of gravity. You're sure you don't remember anything? From before you were buried? Nothing. I barely recall my activation, mistress, and that was quite recent. I understand humans have a similar problem with memory. Ouch. You're talking about childhood. It's true, no one remembers being really young. A robot being immortal is essentially always young, mistress. Okay. More water. There we go. More water. Just sitting here. There's not many people tending all of these crops. Plants are not like pigs. They do not require constant husbandry. What do you know about pigs? I meet people. They are also livestock. Hey, that's rude. I don't know where to go. I guess around this way? Yeah, looks over here. Stranger! Greetings. Greetings to you. Welcome to Mercy. You have come to trade? Actually, I'm looking for someone. Who? Not a Mercian, surely. We are alike as ants to you. My friend is an Ioxian. We do not keep any of those in our pens. Good luck with your search. They say the nebula is wide. Helpful. It seems unlikely we will find Renba here. Shall we leave? I want to look around some more. I don't know what else I'm going to find, but might as well look. We must be at the top now. There should be a communal point somewhere here. Navigation is a little tricky in this. Are all the moons in the nebula like this, mistress? I have seen so very few. Have you ever left Iox before? Not for as long as I can remember. How did I get stuck behind this? That's weird. Mistress, if I may ask, if you weren't rooting in the mud for lost roboticists, what would you be doing at this moment? I'd be sailing the uncharted reaches of the nebula looking for shipwrecks. There are places out there where no one's been for hundreds of years. There are echoes of ancient voices. But no. Instead, I'm standing in pig muck. Otherwise, I'd be scouring the markets of Elbereth for interesting objects. Things have a life of their own, Six. Things survive. Things travel from moon to moon, from person to person. Does that sound silly to you? Things traveling from moon to moon? Hardly, mistress. I am a thing. Or maybe I'd be in the library with Hong, reading up on old transcriptions. When the Empire was founded, they threw out the old way of writing. Erased the past entirely. But it's all still there. You just have to know where to look. I don't know where to look. Right now. I just went around in a circle. I must say, mistress, despite your cool manner, I am extremely excited to be working with you. You seem most passionate about your work. Spare me. I've had surly robots before, but not sycophant ones. I don't know why Miyari wanted me to take you with me. Professor cares about your safety. She sends you as a spy. That would surely be unnecessary, mistress. Nothing you discover has any real value. Oof. That was rude.
Three paths met at the heart of the village.
Aha!
I could imagine them all, sitting around here in the evenings, sipping rucker and singing. It seemed nice.
Another thing. Yes? Do you recognize this? I recognize the symbol of our Ioxian masters, of course. Masters? Certainly. They prefer protectors, but we need protection from no one else but them. Does the brooch belong to someone here? No one here would own a brooch like that. Not every slave must wear their chains. No one else in this village would talk to me. And this surprises you? Good faith to you. Well, that's not helpful at all. I guess I have to go this way. Come on, Six. Let's try this way. Definitely no robots here. No reason for Renba to come here at all. I don't imagine Renba met that woman on Iox after all. Good faith. Please keep it quick. I don't want to talk to you. I'm looking for someone. An Ioxian man called Janki Renba. Are you expecting to find him hiding behind a tree? Why do they build on stilts, do you think? Surely it doesn't flood up here. The mud, perhaps, mistress. Or perhaps animals sleep underneath. Must be someone here I can talk to. So if there are no robots, why are there ramps everywhere? Iox uses robots to collect produce from moons in the
This was
Protectorate.
what passed for a street on Jersey. Buildings on stilts, jumping out of the bushes like children. It was so quiet.
Seems like it would be easy to stop the robots taking anything. Pull up a few walkways and put some stones in the way. I cannot imagine that would make any difference, Mistress. Robots are versatile. Good faith to you. Please keep it quick. I don't want to talk to you. Thank you, I know that. It's a beautiful moon. We think so. Return to your moon. Leave us in peace. There's plenty of rice stored up. The moon produces a surplus, Mistress, for what good it does them. Where does all the water here come from? There's a wellspring in the rock below us, Mistress. The soil is permanently saturated by it. I don't know. Oh, wait, hey, something under the leaves. This doesn't look like it belongs here. Devotional icon sliver from the Holy Empire, I think. Fashioned from crystal. It's been inscribed, too. Ooh, we found a thing. This is the start of a fragment of text. Holy. That's the only word I know. There's not enough here for me to guess the rest. I'll have to hope I see these sequences again. I can see what Huang thinks when I get back to Iox. Most likely this comes from the same site as the brooch, the one Mayari gave us on Iox. This new find should help us to locate that site. The brooch Mayari gave me had to come from somewhere out in the winds of the nebula, a site that Renba had somehow found. Perhaps he was still down there. I don't know enough to find this site yet. Interesting. Okay. Mistress, when I see an artifact, I can position its origin point using minor radiation markers, but I am at a loss to understand how you do it. You remember what my job is, don't you? You're an archaeologist, but having a term for what you do does not tell me how you do it. Must be annoying for you. Somewhat, yes. So will you enlighten me? It's lots of little things. The composition of the material, different materials prevail in different parts of the nebula. But also the workmanship, carving techniques, brush strokes. Things are like fingerprints if you know what you're looking at. But materials move around, surely. Of course they do. But only when people carry them. Tracing the movements of things is another way of tracing the movements of people. In the end, the things aren't really that important. I'm stuck. Jen, for 6 months? Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the resub. I don't know if there's anybody here to explosion in the chat, but let me do an explosion in the chat for you. Yay, we got one. Oh, I can talk to this person. Another thing. Oh, it's the same guy. Yes. I found a devotional icon sliver on the path. It's almost 400 years old. Is that so? We are an ancient and noble moon. Keep the devotional icon sliver, Ioxian, to remind you of the fact. That's all I need to know for now. Good faith to you, lady. Please, leave us be. Yay, explosions! I think this guy's about to, like, evict me. Junkie was here. I'm sure of it. I want to know why you won't tell me. If we had seen your friend, if we had met with an accident among us, what would Iox do? I just want to know where he is. We have not seen him. Now leave. I don't like any of these choices. I feel like I have to go with the third choice for him to tell me that it's not. I don't understand why you're lying to me. The man sighed. Your friend was here. He left in a ship. Then something exploded in the sky. I do not know if that was your friend, but I do know we found this. Found what? Found what? Where is this guy? Here. A shard of crystal. Does it mean anything to you, Six? This moon does not contain any crystals of this type, but the brooch Master Renba sent to the professor does. The mineral is the same. You think Renba left this here? Some kind of clue? Statistically, yes. But we cannot be sure. Thank you for this. You are welcome. Tell your Ioxian masters my oceans are still gracious despite all. Good faith to you, lady. So there's a little difficulty I'm having with navigation in this. Perhaps we should return to the ship now? Oh, nope, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's get out of here. I think we've gotten all we're gonna get. This way, mistress. And okay. So I'm intrigued by this so far, but the navigation is making it very difficult. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's like I can't maneuver, and sometimes I can't like see the people I'm talking to, or they run away from me. Someone left a shard of crystal on Marcy. It might have been Renba, but if so, why? Was he making an offering or leaving a message? We could otherwise sail to Iox and tell Mayari what we've learned so far about Renba. I am quite certain of my analysis, mistress. The crystal we found, mistress, and the element inside the brooch, they originate from a moon somewhere on the edge of the Cyclones. The Cyclones is a dangerous wild. There's nothing there but clouds and storms. I am aware of that, mistress. I wonder, what exactly did Renba discover? Is it foolish to follow him? I don't want whatever happened to Renba happening to us. I will do my best to keep you safe, mistress. But then again, I imagine Renba's robot said the same thing. Interesting. Oh, okay. Crystal Moon. The chunk of crystal we found. Why is this going so quickly? I guess we can try to get there. I don't like these sails. These remind me of the gummy ship, and I hate the gummy ship. I'm also afraid that I'm just gonna, like, fall the fuck out. The Silk Pass. No, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way! Ugh. There we go. Okay, so I can fuck up. But I can't seem to fall out. We should go right, mistress. Okay. There are other ships out here. But you rarely see them. Everyone goes at the same speed. So no one ever passes you by. It sounds lonely. People who like people stay on the ground. Turn us left up ahead, mistress. Yay, I did that right. You do not like people, mistress? No! This is really... That explains a lot. Tell me. Is there anything you do like? This is very annoying, this, like, navigation part. I do not care for this. It seems, like, counterintuitive. Also, I just swam through a fucking rock. Oh, right, I'm supposed to reply. I like silence? I don't like silence. I'm trying to sweep sail, but it's not really letting me. Ugh! This is extremely annoying. And I super don't like it. This is your ship, mistress? I can't see shit. I call her the Nightingale. I found her in a ruined hall in Elbereth, covered in dust. Vicinity of the Crystal Moon. Okay, we're getting somewhere. She must have been someone's prized possession once. She's mine now. I believe the Crystal Moon should be somewhere nearby. 6? What happened to the river? I do not know, mistress. We're barely sailing, but we are moving. There's a rock up ahead. What have we found? What have we found? Above the crystal moon. Why would anyone come to a lonely spot like this? We have arrived, mistress. The moon below us is rich in purple iolite crystals, but there is no surface flow. We cannot land the ship. But Renba must have gone down somehow. Indeed. Most likely he used a hopper. We might do the same. A hopper? The Nightingale is fitted with a hopper, of course, for instantaneous travel. Is it? I don't want to get stuck down there, Six. If we hopper down, how do we get back up? I am fitted with a source, as is customary for robots, and the eye aboard the Nightingale appears intact. I will be able to ensure our safe return. Is it safe? Not really, mistress, no. This moon does not have any air. I will have to go down alone. But you're sure the iolite crystal came from here? Statistically certain, mistress. This moon is rich in deposits of iolite. Please wait here. Just don't take too long. What is going on?
A moment later, the robot was gone, and I was alone in the dark.
And I never saw him again. What were you up to, Renba? What makes a roboticist leave Iox when Iox is the only moon in the nebula with robots? If I flew away now, I could be rid of that thing. I wouldn't want to do... Oh, Six has been... Mistress! I found something, mistress. A tool chest? An engineer's chest. This is Jonki's? The probability is high. I believe the moon below us was once a quarry. But this box is no artifact. I hope there isn't a snake in here. A roll of cloth? Why would Renba hide something like this? He must have had a reason, mistress. His choice of hiding place was extreme. Thick fabric? Junkie, what is this? Some kind of robe? But it's hundreds of years old. And there's something stitched along the belt. Tiny characters picked out in a darker thread. Oh, more words, more words. This is a long one. Let me think. These symbols represent my translation of rebel. Oh, and this word reminds me of two others I've seen. Ah, probably pray. We pilgrims pray? Does we pilgrims pray work? But the question is, why did Renba hide this? There's more in here. This is a brass chest with iron edging. It's beautifully preserved. And there's an etched message on the base. This is the end of a line of text. which leaves one word to guess. This word reminds me a little of my word for emperor. Holy beloved? I could still change my mind, but holy beloved? And there's something inside. A shard from a glass jar. The inside is heavily stained. Yeah, it is. This is really different. There's something etched in here around the rim. Oh, more words. Shit. This is one end of a fractured fragment of text. Mistress, I do not think you have enough information to read this. I should get Huang's opinion on that when we get back to the university. I think this comes from the same place as the chest. This comes from the same site as the chest, I think. Having another artifact should be helpful in pinning down where these were made. But that's not all. There's also a scrap of a heavy book covered in tiny calculations. How did Renba get his hands on all this? The binding is in fantastic condition. This book must have been part of some ancient courier's personal library. The lip seems to be marked. Oh, I don't think I know any of these words. Forget that then. I'd say this comes from the same source as the shard from a jar and the chest. So are these leads, or are these things what Renba was after? You've missed about an hour, Karen. I will consider the matter. Can you work out where the robe originated? I fear so. It is not a good location, mistress. But Professor Mayari was keen that we found Master Renba, and I am sure Master Renba is equally keen to be found. Unless he's already dead, Six. If he's been sailing out to places like this one, obviously it is worse than that, mistress. I found chemical traces on the box casing. I believe Renba's did not rely on sails to reach his destination, but rather an explosive propellant. Propellant? Where was he going? I am not exactly certain, mistress, but I believe Renba traveled far from home, into the eye of the cyclones. Ooh. Possibly deep in the swirling waters of the cyclones. Is there still more to find, and is Renba waiting to be found? I know enough to find this site. Ugh, why is that so freaking fast, and I can't change that? Oh, let's go to the cyclones. This is not going to end well for me. I'm going to have to redo like 40 of these things. I don't want to sail. Why can't I just get fast travel, or can't I just skip this part? This is stupid. Hey, Flame. So this is called Heaven's Vault. And it is a very interesting little kind of like mystery puzzle game. Just came out this week. And there's like, I mean, we've got parts where I need to like encrypt ancient languages. We're trying to find a missing professor right now. I've been analyzing the purple robe we found in Renba's tool chest, mistress. The fabric appears to be of a significant age. Hold on, Six. I cannot hold on, mistress. We're in one piece? We appear to be. It comes from somewhere else. Whoop. That's clear. But where? No, other way. I want to go this way. Yes, good. This way, this way, this way. There's weirdly no music while we're in, like, the sailing segments, which are my least favorite part of this so far. But I think it's probably meant to indicate that we're, like, alone. Vicinity of the Eye of the Cyclones. Whoa, we're going real fast. We better check the hull when we next land. Oh, I'm still traveling? Now we're near to the Eye of the Cyclones, mistress. I cannot see which way to turn at this branch, mistress. We'll have to choose one and explore. Oh boy. Yes! That was... I feel like I just said that, but I really... Oh, I hate the gummy ship segments in Kingdom Hearts. So this is really, like, not my favorite part, and I just want to get back to, like, the figure... I see it! There's something up ahead! Can we land? There is no upriver, mistress. I can see why you don't like the sailing parts, but it is really pretty. We will need to leave the ship here and hop her down. Please do not be alarmed. It is quite safe. Okay, so we're landing on this weird area. Will Remba be waiting for us here in the center of the storm? So what we've done so far is there's like a whole timeline we're trying to fill in as well, which is very interesting, very unique. We were summoned by a professor of ours to try to find another professor who has gone missing. And we've kind of been chasing him all over the dang galaxy, trying to find him.
The hopper fired, and for a moment I was gone.
Hello?
Not aboard the Nightingale, not on the moon beneath. It could have been a heartbeat or an hour.
Whoa.
But I didn't feel the cold until I reappeared.
A pile of rocks, mistress, smashed together by the waters. It seemed Junkie had a taste for places like this. I have a feeling about this one. Whatever Remba was after, we're close. I hope he will be grateful when we find him. We are taking considerable risk. This way. Do you think we will find him? I would like to meet him again. I do not remember him well, but I bear him no ill will. Okay, I guess I get to walk. So the navigation is a little wonky in this, I've found. Do not sprain your ankle out here, mistress. We are unsuitably far from help. Do you think that's likely? I am outside of my area of expertise, mistress. I do not know what to expect. Perhaps Remba is waiting for us just around this corner. We can hop her and back to the Nightingale, and this chapter of my life will be done. Perhaps, mistress. Perhaps. We can only hope. Hold it. 6. What's that?
Here, in the middle of the hurricane, there was a house.
What?
It was fine. Tucked in below the overhanging rock. Wooden beams, mud brick walls, shutters. Large enough for 2 families to argue over. It would have been measly on Iox and grand on Elbereth. But here, it was impossible.
Whoa. Someone built this? Buildings do not occur naturally, mistress. How did Junkie find it? I hope we can ask him, mistress. I could vault over the wall here. Please, mistress. The floor beyond would only give way beneath you. Meh, let's go, YOLO. Here goes. The floor seems sound enough. 6. Where did the robot go?
The ghosts were still here, cooking, reading, doing whatever ghosts do. The house was empty.
But it hadn't been abandoned. Well, there's 6. Mistress! Evidently it is good to see you intact, mistress. How'd you get down from that arch? I could not climb over the wall, so I drove myself off the cliff edge. Once I had dug myself out of the sand, I found a door. Now you understand why I keep losing robots? They're always doing stupid stuff like that. A crumpled blanket. Someone curled up here by the fire to keep warm. Someone died here, mistress. Renba? No. Whoever died here died scores of years ago. The lack of moisture on this moon has preserved the traces, but they are old. There's an inscription up here. Symbols in the ancient script. I might be able to translate them. Oh, I know some of them, I think. Water. Water goddess blesses harvest? A heavy wooden box. This looks interesting. Beautifully made. Much nicer than everything else here. I estimate it to be hollow, mistress. There's something inscribed on the lid. Might be a clue as to what's inside. Oh, hell, I don't know any of those words. More words I don't know. Treasures? These glyphs look a bit like my translation for bless. No, they don't. Of great value? Treasures of great value? Miari will be most excited by this find, mistress. Whatever proves to be inside. That sounds interesting. I think it's a reliquary. A place to put your belongings when you die. The idea is that you get them back when you return. Do people often return from death, mistress? The loop says everyone returns from death, so as long as their soul gets back to the rivers. And what do you believe, mistress? Nobody knows the history of the nebula. If everyone who dies comes back, why don't they know? Perhaps you require more evidence. Oh. Let's see if I can shift it. Curses. I can't even get my fingers under the lid. Open it up then, 6. Yeah. I don't know if that's intentional or not. Not locked, mistress, but stiff. And I lack fingers for leverage. You don't have an attachment for prying? Something you can stick into your arm sockets? My first robot had those. Perhaps I could find something on the ship. Maybe there's something around here I could use. Let's see what else we can find. Of course, if this coffer is locked, it means it's nothing to do with Renba. Yeah, a lot of her dialogue options are very mean, and I don't like them. Not just to the robot, but in general. Wonder if this door is jammed. Or if it might open. A painting? Look at this! Swirls and flows? There are rivers! Yeah, I know. The detail. Who lived here? Who drew this? These look like the rivers of Ghost's Wake. But no one goes to Ghost's Wake. Is there an inscription? It seems so. More characters. Is that a single word? Most likely not. Ancient scribes didn't always trouble to put in their spaces. I don't think they expected the writing to be read. That little tick mark is definitely of. Yay! I figured one out. Let's see now. I don't know. This is hard. Does Stars of Peace make sense? This is definitely a map. But not of this place. Somewhere else. Hello, giant pickaxe. I could use you. Well, there's another room I can go in. Get a crowbar from the ship, 6. We must have something that can snap it open. I'll wait here. I will return shortly, mistress. It's gone. Boot. I wonder if I can find anything around here to open the coffer with before 6 gets back. How about that giant axe on the wall? Axes? If it comes to it, I could chop the coffer in half, I suppose. But I'd probably smash whatever's inside. I should look for something less blunt. Or wait for 6 to come back. A workbench. Whoever lived here would have needed to be self-sufficient. This house has been right up against the rock face. It must have been cold here. Whoever lived in this place would have kept their fire burning constantly. I wonder what they did for wood.
After the dead air of the house, it was good to see the sky again.
Mistress! I am back! Although I really must stop throwing myself off that rock. Did you find a crowbar? I did, mistress. I also took a moment to inform Professor Mayari where we are. She was most interested to hear of Renba's discovery of this place. I discovered this place. Not him. Indeed, mistress. I will go and open the box now. Don't damage it. Did you hear me? You really should come and see what's in here. Let's see then. Let's see.
And there it was, just lying there. The greatest treasure I ever found.
6. Look at this.
From inside the coffer, from the distant past of the nebula's once great empire.
Incredible.
It was a crown.
The eagle and sun motif. Just like Jonki's brooch. The mark of the Empire. Could this be the crown of Iox itself? What's this crown doing out here? Did Jonki bring it here and hide it? I do not think that coffer has been opened in at least 500 years, mistress, but he must have known it was here. Why else come? There's something written along the rim. Toward eagles, we sail forever? Oh, hi Shannon. Thank you so much for stopping by. Toward rivers of light, we sail forever. Is this crown what Mayari wanted us to find? Is this why she sent us out here looking? Renba too, perhaps? Mistress, I will have to tell her, mistress. Her motives hardly matter. Am I stuck? Oh, there we go. The building won't actually cave in on us, will it? I cannot guarantee that, mistress. I feel like this is still a little glitchy. This is a comfortable space. Wide, open. Old, mistress. I will wait for you down here, mistress. I cannot climb stairs. Oh, we can just go out the other way then. That's easier for 6. Okay, this little, like, the ghosty is a little annoying, actually. It makes it really difficult to, like, see. Yeah, we have obtained one intriguing artifact here, the crown. Also, we have pinpointed one location of interest, the site from the mural, and there is the map to consider. I suggest we take the crown to Professor Miyari directly. We must also inform her of your theories about Renba. I'd like to activate the hopper now, mistress? Not just yet. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's another... I want to know who lived here and who died here. There's an inscription. This one is a broken piece from an even longer phrase. Emperors live forever? That will do for now. Emperors here? What were emperors doing out here? According to legend, the last emperor disappeared after Iox fell. He didn't die there with everyone else. Are you suggesting he came here? Why not? It would explain a few things. Not least that crown. Interesting. An inscription on the rock. Something carved into the rock here. This one is a fractured fragment from an even longer phrase. What's the word for water? Short and simple and almost a pictogram. Yay! And I'm feeling confident about my translation of us now. There's only one word still to resolve. Water heals us? Water heals us. But what is this place? Any ideas, Six? The architecture is quite strange, mistress. Evidently it is not Ioxian, and yet it is grand in its way. Is this channel natural? I don't think it is. Dug out. There must be a wellspring here. A feeble one that requires every drop to be used. Water would have run down the channel, right past the house. Imagine having a stream of your own. Not a bad way to live, if you can withstand the soul-crushing loneliness. Someone lived out here. They irrigated the land, prayed, here in the eye of the cyclones. Some kind of hermit? Curiouser and curiouser. Wooden beams. You know, I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier, but there can't have been many trees here to use, so the wood must have been brought in. Brought from Mercy, maybe? That seems likely, mistress. The shrine was built here. Is the stone inside from Mercy? No, mistress. I do not know where it is from, but Mercy does not have stone like that. Take us back to the ship, Six. Stand by, mistress. This is not the ship.
Darkness.
This is not the Nightingale. Six? I hate robots. I hate them! They always do this kind of thing. Right before they give you the speech about how it was for your own good. Mistress, you're about to step on a small ant. My ethical core required that I locked you inside this packing crate. It's cold in here. There you are. Where's your head? Mayari. 6, is everything all right? You followed me, Lexi. As I thought you might. Because you knew. Because you've always known. I'm not Mayari. Mayari did not come? She could not face me. I thought so. She lies. She is not who she says she is. And who does she say she is? She calls herself the highest of the high. She who knows the people. But she is nothing. I know it. I don't understand. I sent her a brooch from the body. The Emperor's body. Unburned. Not even buried. She fooled them all, even me. You're Renba. I found you. Mayari told me you disappeared. She sent me to find you. There isn't time. I found something. Something that matters more than her lies. Tell Lexi there is a great darkness, an all-consuming, hungry darkness, and it is coming. Tell me what you know. There is an ancient place, an observatory. It is watching, and it holds the wires of our fate in its claws. An observatory? I will find it before the vault is lost. The robots know, but they don't remember. Someone long ago made certain they would not remember. Renba, how do I help you? You have my apologies, mistress. I do not understand the question. 6? Yes, mistress? I observe we are not back on the Nightingale. There must be something wrong with the hopper. I will look into it. This way, mistress. You don't remember how we ended up in here? Hoppers can misfire due to imperfections, mistress. The eye aboard your ship is quite old. There's light this way. I see where we are now. Oh! Although I still don't see how we got in there. Are you ready to go yet, mistress? Don't hassle me. A stone pedestal with someone in it. A local goddess? Evidently, it is the goddess from Mercy, mistress. You can recognize her by her hat. The shrine is made of stone, but it's not the same stone as the moon itself. Is it as old as the building? The outer structure is certainly, but the stone pillar? No. The buildings here are significantly older than the pillar. Brought by a later occupant, then? Moving it to this moon must have been difficult. An important ritual object. Evidently, it is significantly more valuable than the goddess we found within. This should tell us a little more about this place. And there's an inscription on it. I can barely make the letters out. They're so small. Oh, I know what that one word means. This is the end of a longer line of text. Goddess bless. I'm certain my translation for goddess is right now. It's a long one, but I'm sure it translates as bless. Yes! Okay, I keep getting words right. This is good. But this last word doesn't look like anything I've seen before. You? Does goddess bless you work? We've seen enough of this moon. Time to leave. As you wish, mistress. Stand by, mistress. And so we left the surface of the last emperor's hideout in the cyclones, with enough new evidence to find a previously unknown site. We should sail to Iox and tell Mayari what we've learned about Renba, and I'm sure she wants to see the crown. We still don't know what happened to Renba. Indeed not, mistress. But just look at this thing. The workmanship is beautiful. Evidently it is more than a simple crown, mistress. It's a symbol. This was Iox's power, lost after the fall. To regain it would be a sign that Iox was once more the center of the nebula. More than that, mistress. I believe the metal is a casement for a mechanism of some kind. Does it open? Not in any way I can see. But if it does contain a mechanism, I would expect a method by which it might be serviced. I have a friend on Elbereth who might be able to help. She'd be able to open it up and take a look at it safely. The occupants of Elbereth are hardly trustworthy. I'm from Elbereth. I will bear that in mind. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to quit here for the night, I think. This is a very interesting game so far. I almost called it a movie because it kind of plays like one. If you guys are enjoying this, I will probably do more on Saturday. If I don't, then I'll do some just like Bejeweled or something chill. But I definitely want to play more of this to see where it leads. I'm interested in the story, even if there's some like definite bugs and stuff in the gameplay. Yeah. So let me see if anybody else is streaming, so I can send you over to go say hello. Alas, no. I mean, PBG is streaming, but I don't know him, so sending you to him would be weird. But I guess that being said, guys, let me full screen. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I know my fiance's home, so I'm gonna go sneak up on him and maybe he'll make some nuggies. Let's see. New video tomorrow. I'm very excited. It's a Universal Yums box, so I hope you guys are ready for that. And yeah, have a great rest of your night, like I said before, and I will see you all on Saturday. Much love. Sending hearts. Yay. Bye.